Welcome back to Of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master. And quick question for you guys: do you listen to podcasts outside of our own?
I do. I listen to a handful, kind of all over the place. I listen to a few D&D ones, and I listen to just a few other entertainment ones.
Do you listen all the way through to the end?
Like to the credits?
I'm just wondering if our average listener knows that most episodes have bloopers at the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess it depends on the podcast. Well, I guess with that, I'll just hop right in. We can answer the question as we go around.
I'm sure. Yeah. Cool. Go ahead.
Hey, everybody. Nolan here, still playing Mo. Hopefully not lost in this episode. We'll find out. But that was kind of a rough episode last week.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We
that did not go the way I thought it would, but that seems to be the hallmark of this entire arc.
Yeah.
The colloquial expression is we screwed the pooch.
Yeah, a little bit. But I guess on a brighter note, I was trying to get into Star Trek because everyone's like, oh, it's so good, and I was reading about Ricardo Montalban, and I found out after Star Trek 2, he was having a really hard time finding work because apparently nobody wants to hire an ex-con.
Did he play con, Aaron?
Yes, he played con. An ex-con!
That one was brought to you by our greater goddess of healing.
I can't even.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I play J.R. Ranstar, your love-struck dragon warlock. I listened to a couple podcasts. I don't think I listened to any consistent podcasts. I listen to a couple D&D ones consistently, but I do listen to all the way end, and it depends on the podcast. If it's interesting, I'll listen to the end.
So not ours.
Depends on the length too. If there's 5-hour long podcasts, sometimes I'll
right.
But I'll tend to listen all the way to the end. And another thing I learned, do not make root beer floats with diet soda.
Why?
I think it must be the artificial sweetener because it makes the ice cream ice around the ice cream, so it tastes like you have freezer burn ice cream.
That's funny you say
gross.
that. As a kid, I remember doing that, and we would have diet soda, and it makes the ice cream all kind of crystally and nasty.
Yeah,
it's not nice.
Yeah, I tried it, ate it, and I was like, oh, why is it? I thought my ice cream was bad, and then I Googled it, and apparently the not sugar, whatever they put in, I don't know what it is, just reacts with the ice cream badly.
Greg, I want
to try it.
I want to thank you because I thought that was a setup for a pun, but you're actually just being honest, and I appreciate that about you.
He's giving us
wow,
important advice coming up as we come into the summer months and it's warmer, and you might think about making a root beer float.
Dude, root beer floats are the best.
This is very useful information. I will tuck that in the back of my mind for future reference.
Now we need to experiment to see if that happens with Zero as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm taking my frosty beer here, and I'm pouring a little out for my homie who's missing because Rachel / Tana, well, she's not here today. She was abducted, so I guess we're all going to feel kind of crappy about that.
I like how in her place we're using the chair to hold snacks.
Yeah. There's a bag of spicy tortilla chips, actually, sort of strangely poetic, with the one
perfect.
chip,
red hot chips,
Yeah, spicy.
Exactly. It's a bag of red hot chips literally sitting there. So that's our homie over there, and hopefully we'll have her back soon. Who knows? Mardani's kind of a bee, and we don't know what's going to happen there.
The best part about this is we're in, of course, her basement. So I just asked her not to join us for this episode. So she's probably just pacing nervously upstairs.
She's waiting to find out what happens to the rest of us and, well, her character too, I'm sure.
Hey everyone, it's Sarek. I play Heen, the Scion.
Wow. Purple Lantern, yeah.
I guess I only listen to one podcast, and it's called The Casual Criminalist, and that's it. And I do watch through the end. I like to hear the whole story. They go from the beginning all the way to the end, about childhood all the way into the final resolution of what happened, where they are today. But that's actually about it.
Shit. I guess we don't have Rachel to do a toast. So,
no.
To Rachel, may she have a character next episode.
I already poured a little out for our homie. Yeah. So is that a cheers? That's not really a toast, though. It's more like a bit of a sad moment, if anything.
Why, you have something else in mind?
No, I don't.
Okay, I haven't thought this through.
We did a toast, but we're toasting our missing comrade. So.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. And I didn't actually introduce myself either, by the way. Just so you know, I didn't actually say my name or anything. But whatever, they know who I am by now, right? If you start
Hopefully.
listening to episode 41, something's wrong.
Yeah, in
I don't understand what's happening.
This is episode 42.
42, sorry, yeah.
No smoke without fire. After the party failed at the tiefling-themed Where's Waldo, Tana was taken by her mother. Yeah, I know, I'm making a joke, but the situation is actually very dire. JR is currently at the bottom of a 7 tiefling pileup, while the toxic volcanic fumes that fill the cavern threaten to kill Heen. And Mo is lost in the vapor and crowd of tiefling, completely oblivious to what has happened. The situation is so dire that we're actually going to continue in turns until you all find your way to safety, whatever that might look like. JR, we'll start with you. It's worth mentioning that Tana's accidental anti-magic field still reaches you, so you can't use magic yet. Luckily, it also means the tiefling attacking you can't either. So instead, they're having the time of their life pummeling you with fists, feet, teeth, and horns. Allie and Jason gave the next 2 attacks against you pretty low rolls, so between them and your high armor, you don't take damage this round. What do you do?
Thank you, guys. Well, since they're all piled on me, they're in a perfect cone for my breath attack, so I will make them as many as I can hit, make dex saves.
Which will remind our audience is a physical property of JR, not magic.
This is my dragon breath, or draconic blast is what it's actually called.
You know what this reminds me of? I might be aging myself, or maybe making myself seem younger, but did any of you guys watch Ed, Edd and Eddy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the episode where Double D teaches Ed how to zap people by rubbing his feet on the carpet, and then he takes it way too far? That's how I picture his natural lightning works. Like he's just sitting there, just
making static.
all that static. Yeah,
He's like a human Van de Graaff generator.
He doesn't wear shoes. It's just socks
ASMR.
on carpet.
yeah.
So they will take 13 lightning, DC 17 dex save.
5 of them fail. 3 of them who failed, they're done with this. They weren't expecting to take lightning damage to the face, so they'll complain and wander off to go get more drunk. But there's still 4 left.
I'll try and stand up and fly up.
Make athletics. JR, you're next. Athletics is a 14 from Linda.
So I will have an 18.
Wow, even with advantage, the tiefling pileup failed. So you managed to break free and fly into the air.
I'm guessing it looks like on X-Men 3 when the angel, the doctors are trying to restrain him, giving him the cure, and he uses his wings and knocks everyone back and stands there.
People go flying. Yeah, luckily for you, most of the tiefling here are drunk or high or on Finian shrooms. So it's not too hard to break free. Finian, it's your turn.
So the first thing I'm going to do, because clearly my magic isn't working at the moment, I'm going to tear off some strips of cloth, soak them in some water that I happen to have on me, and I wrap that around my mouth and nose, and I do the same for Heen to try to block some of the fumes. And then
make a medicine check for me. See how well you do this.
16.
Yeah, you've apparently done this before.
Mm-hmm. And then, time permitting, I'm going to essentially start to try to drag Heen
Okay.
toward where the air is a little fresher, if I can find it.
He's gonna
Probably
bonk
back
my
toward
head.
the exit of the chamber that we came into.
Yeah. So the volcanic vapor is pretty heavy, so you find it settling to the ground. Unfortunately, that's where Heen is.
I'm maybe strong enough to actually pick him up, or at least try to carry him without just literally dragging him. But
Well, make athletics.
I am pretty lanky. I'm tall, but I'm kind of lanky, so that might be okay.
that's a 12.
Nah, Heen is awkward and cumbersome and lanky. Heen, I want you to make death saving throw with
All right.
disadvantage between Finian dragging you around the stone and the gas that's killing you.
Don't say that so peppy, Joseph.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep
Heen,
it.
I need you to make a death saving
He's
roll.
got a wet bandana around his mouth and nose. He must be doing better now.
Yeah.
So as I'm bonking my head against every rock along the way,
I'm not dragging your feet first.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you. You did an okay medicine check, not a phenomenal one.
All right.
I'm thinking back to actually the time the party and I were fishing. We went into the little pond and messed around for a bit. There's a bit of screwing around and actually a little bit of seriousness, but it was a good time, and I got 2 10s on the
Nice! Mo, it's your turn. I'll say it really sad. Is
Thank
that
you.
better for
That's
you?
better. That's helping my immersion.
Mo, take your turn. Everything is everyone is dying. All hope is lost.
I guess I'm gonna end my turn. No, so I'm still, if I remember right, I'm staring at a wall,
Yeah.
and
It's a cool wall.
you said the fog is sinking. Has it sunk enough that my head is above the gas level so I can like look around?
How tall is Mo?
He didn't have a lot of food, so I'm gonna say he's got probably be like 5'8" or 5'9".
It's thinned out a bit, so you can
Okay.
see more than you could last episode, but it's still pretty thick.
Okay.
Thick.
How tall?
It's your favorite word, Joey.
How tall are the walls? Like, because it's like a cavern, right? So
Yeah,
when it
you're
starts,
in a cavern, so about 15 feet up, it starts becoming a ceiling.
okay. Well, I'm gonna use a monk power here, so I'm just gonna back up and I'm gonna run full speed at the wall, jump on it, and I'm gonna like kind of run up vertically till I almost hit the ceiling, and then turn sideways. So I'm running parallel, to the ground, and I'm just gonna start looking down and see if I can see not tieflings.
Before you fall?
I don't fall if I'm moving.
Oh,
I can run on vertical surfaces.
You run on the ceiling. That's crazy.
I don't know ceiling.
But walls?
I don't know ceiling, but I'm gonna be on the wall like sideways, like running on the wall.
It's like the Matrix, basically.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're running around the perimeter of the cavern.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
You probably see me since I'm flying.
Oh, true,
What's the
true.
ceiling?
Make perception for me.
All right, here we go. Oh, okay, that is not bad. I rolled a 22.
Yeah, you definitely see JR flying as high up as he can in the cavern. And you see well enough that you find Finian dragging Heen.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to run straight over to them, hop off the wall, because my movement's like 50. So is that enough to get me there?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not a tremendous room.
perfect. I'm gonna hop to the ground, and without even like thinking about what's going on, I'm just gonna help Finian drag Heen. Maybe he had too hard of a time, you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
maybe he partied too hardy. I don't know.
Well, I'm not a particularly large individual. I think Finian's only like 5'3". He's an elf.
Oh,
short,
yeah.
small, slender. He's
Do
pretty
you
strong for
include
his size.
antler height on your?
No, just to the
Only when he's
skull.
trying to flirt.
I'll tell you, I'm 5'11" with my antlers.
But 4 feet otherwise. JR.
I'm going to. I guess I'll try and see Mo. So I'll roll perception for that. Ooh, not bad. 17.
Yep, you see him?
Yeah, I'll fly over there, and then while they're dragging him, I'm gonna try and use my wings to kind of blow the gas away.
Oh, that's
As I'm
cool.
flapping,
Make athletics.
Man, I'm rolling decent today. 18.
You shouldn't
That's
have said
great.
that.
Yeah, you're clearing a nice path for everyone.
That's good because I was really getting a lot of gas into my throat. It's really burning and I can't see very well. My eyes are tearing. It feels horrible.
Well, now you're getting hit by a bird wing.
Okay, that's good. At least as long as you're pushing some of that stuff out of the way.
Will you all make con saves against it with advantage?
Except for Mo.
Yes.
Passed.
Yep.
So you all only take 7 poison damage, except for Mo, because it's totally breathable air for you.
It's a pretty cool power. It's one of those obscure ones you're like, I don't know if this is ever going to come in clutch. Hey, it did.
It immediately
Yeah.
became relevant. All right, Finian.
Back to me already.
Yeah.
I continue to drag Heen best as I can tell toward the exit of the exit of this cavern so we can get out of the gas.
Okay. Roll athletics with advantage because Mo is helping you.
20.
Yeah. With Mo helping, you manage to get Heen out of the room. Heen, you're out of the gas, but you're still dying.
I still also took damage, so I auto-failed my first death save for this set.
Ah, great. I forgot to use this last time, so we'll use it here. But the next death save a party makes is a 16 from Zach.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Zach.
Nice.
All right, so are we at a point where I can use magic yet? I don't know if we're
Yes,
outside
you
of that
are
race.
outside of the 100.
How would I even know? Do I just feel it? Does somebody who has magic just feel that the
Probably.
magic?
My cape starts flowing again.
You're like,
Finian, you feel a connection to the world and to its magic.
Okay, good. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm not 100% sure that the magic is there, I don't have all of my greater healing potions with me. I left some with Dergus back on the boat, but I do have a few. I have like 3 or 4. So I'm going to use one for Heen and try to stabilize him with that.
Heen, you drink this potion and you find yourself out in a dark tunnel.
Yeah, it's just like when he wakes up every day. Grab the spittoon.
Did we do it? Are we okay?
Look, I don't know what's going on, but I just realized we went through 2 full rotations on the table without a fireball. Where's Tana?
What?
I don't know. She looked like she left with Mardani.
Okay, so which way did she go? We can catch up and we'll be good, right?
Wait. Mardani was here. Was this an actual fight?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I was fighting a golem, but I thought that was part of the party.
No.
Why didn't you guys tell me this was going on?
It was too chaotic. There was no way to communicate with you in that mess.
What do you mean? He literally looks at my mind all the time. Heen, what? Like, you couldn't give me a shout out or something?
I guess you're right. I should have. But why did you leave off in the first place?
I thought our whole goal here was to blend in. Is that not what we were doing?
Well, Mardani appeared, and at that point, JR went over and was making introductions when we knew that Tana needed protection from her.
You mean,
I don't know what was going on, but what were you doing? I had to protect Tana, and you were shaking her hand.
So you attacked me?
I attacked
And didn't
her, and
hold
you
back?
just happened to be there.
Hey, well, you could have been more cautious.
Cautious? Speaking of cautious, what were you thinking?
I was trying. Okay, so just murdering Tana's mother in front of her, that would be really good for her psyche.
Tana tried to murder her own mother.
What are you talking about?
She stabbed her with a knife. You didn't see that?
I don't think any of us saw that.
Yeah, I did see
Okay,
it.
I am actually mad at you guys right now. So let's just go through this one by one. What the hell did everybody see? I went over and was talking to Zarf, and then a golem came, but everyone wasn't panicking. And then the smoke filled up, so I didn't see you guys. I didn't even hear you guys. No one even called for me. Okay, that's what I saw.
I saw Mardani appear, and Tana froze up at first. They said some words. I wasn't too close, so I couldn't hear everything. And then, just as the smog or fog was rolling in, Tana stabbed her in the chest with a knife. And then the golems appeared.
I saw Mardani found Tana and she came over quickly, saw right through Tana's disguise, and things turned hostile very quickly. I tried to explain to her that she wouldn't want to use her anyway. She's becoming a goddess, and it just seemed to make her laugh. And then Tana attacked her, tried to drive a knife through her, and that's when all hell broke loose.
And I don't know what JR was thinking. It seemed like you were thinking with your little rod instead of your big one.
I walked up, everything was fine. And Mardani hadn't even attacked anyone. She was just standing there. So I tried to shake her hand, and I guess that is a attackable offense.
I guess we all knew that Mardani was dangerous to begin with. I don't know if that warranted a handshake, but suit yourself.
Tell you what, yelling at each other isn't going to get us any further. Mo, you're right. I failed you. I should have let you know. I will be more assertive about it in the future. As for the rest of you, I am sorry I did not do more to help stop this or clarify it. Let's go get Tana. We owe it to her at the very least.
I mean, is she okay? Like, what did Mardani do? Is she dead, or?
Mardani has no intention to kill her, so we at least have that she is still alive.
Well, something happened because all of a sudden, all of the magic in the room was ended. And the golems fell to the ground. At least I heard it. And I thought somebody had defeated them, but then I couldn't cast my magic to save Heen,
maybe,
or myself, or any of you.
I've heard rumors of things like this. Very powerful mages able to cancel magic itself. It kind of seems like a blasphemy on their part, but maybe something Mardani did?
I was actually... What if Mardani turned off magic to kidnap Tana? I mean, there's no, like... I mean, is Tana unconscious too? Because you were out.
I don't know what happened, but we...
No, she was there. Mardani pulled her out. I tried to stop Mardani. I got stabbed and attacked, and then they disappeared. I don't know where they went.
Okay.
Do you think Tana went willingly with her?
Maybe. Or either she got dragged off. She saw me get stabbed.
Let me know that she's terrified of her mother. Perhaps she felt overpowered and unable to help herself. We certainly couldn't.
Well, if she went willingly, we need to be prepared for that situation.
I'm very concerned about trying to chase after her right away. We failed spectacularly.
No, we have to go immediately. I literally promised Tana on the boat that we'd have her back. Listen,
I agree.
Listen,
I just don't know if we can go
you guys
immediately.
can say anything you want about me being stupid, but we fucked up. And the one thing we can prove right now is that we care by being stupid. Let's just go.
Well, here's another problem. If this anti-magic effect is following either Mardani or Tana around, what are we going to do when we
I'll
get there?
kick Mardani's ass.
That's the perfect opportunity to defeat Mardani.
And do you have your powers?
I have a
I
sword.
can fight.
Injured? Who's
I can
injured?
fight. I mean, I am bloodied, but I can fight.
I can try to heal you the best I can.
I'm pretty sure a sword will work without magic. So
I agree. I won't be much help if I can't channel my magic, but I certainly can attempt to heal you if you get injured.
I'll pick up a broken stalagmite. We have to fight with whatever we have, and this is our only chance. Mo is right. This is what we have to do.
Okay, I'm glad that's the plan. Now here comes the next part of the plan. What's the plan? I know we're going, but where?
Do we know where they went?
I was piled. So I guess I saw him head. What direction would I have seen him head?
You have two goals now that you're looking for her. Of course, the first is figure out where Tana went, and the second is navigate to her through the dangerous anthill labyrinth that is Mount Orim. Much like sailing through the storm a couple episodes ago, you're going to take turns doing whatever you can think of to accomplish these two things. All of the DCs will be 17, and every failure will have consequences, either immediate or lasting or both. The more rounds this takes, the more dire the encounter that comes next. Each round will represent what you can accomplish in 10 minutes.
I give Mo one of my greater healing potions, and then I also cast 3rd level Cure Wounds on him.
Awesome. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
let me roll for that.
I'm going to slam 2 minors while I'm at it.
So you get 44 plus
4, right?
4. Right.
Okay.
44 plus 4. And I'm going to roll for your...
Ooh, there was a 4. 2 4s. 3 4s. Do I get the legendary? Dang.
Close.
I only have 5,000 gold in a pocket that has a hole in it.
That's a lot of gold in the pocket that has a hole in it. You don't have 5,000 gold anymore.
I'm just behind him.
So JR has 15,000 gold
Yeah, I don't
now.
know why, but JR just always walks directly behind me.
Clink, ding, ding, ding.
And whenever I turn around, he just stops really rigidly.
What happens to your monk superhuman hearing? Does that not work for you when gold is
I
falling on
actively
your
turn it off.
Just turn it off. The sound of
Willfully ignorant.
coins falling on the ground is
I
just
just
the sound
play
you ignore.
elevator music in my head.
So, Greg, you asked if you saw which direction they went in. So that will be your first thing. So roll a history check for me.
History? 6.
He didn't study.
Unfortunately, you were a little preoccupied with being tackled by 7 tiefling, and so you didn't quite see which of the room's exits they went to.
Okay. So I didn't see where exactly they went. All I know is they turned around. Verdani was holding Tana's wrist. And then that's the last thing I saw.
Ian, do you have any way to reach out to Tana?
Yes. In order to communicate, I'm going to, I guess, touch base with each of us as we try and find her. I'll reach out to try and touch Tana's mind.
The anti-magic field is still present.
Whatever it is that's blocking it is still there, but I'll keep trying. If I can get through to her, at the very least, we can figure out if she went willingly and if she's still alive.
Mo, we'll start turn order with you.
Well, I think for the first time in a long time, I mean, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at the situation. It's just, there's a lack of communication from everyone. And here we are. I was already so unsure that we made the right call, and we already lost someone 1 episode after we left the 7. So I'm just going to turn around on my heels. And I'm going to walk right back into that mist. And I'm just the first tiefling I find.
Okay, roll intimidation for me. However, our first charisma from Holly Mac is a 4.
Damn.
The gods giveth and they take it
I
away.
guess this is how this is going to go then. I'm gonna walk up to the first tiefling I see, and I'm going to attempt to pin him up against a wall. And I guess my voice will crack or something with a 4. Where is she?
You find, with your terrible luck, that low roll, it's Zarf. He came after you guys to figure out what was going on. And he still has vomit crusting his beard from...
He's probably totally incoherent at this point.
His eyes, he looks like he's seeing in 7 dimensions. And he looks down at you. What?
Without even missing a beat, realizing he's not going to answer, I'm using a key point for my bonus action to hit him twice.
Ooh,
I'm going to try and punch him back to this dimension, I guess. Okay, so I got a 13 on the first one, and then a 27.
Oh my god.
And I mean, I'm just going to punch him square in his jaw.
Yeah, both of those hit, and he blinks a few times as he comes to, and he rubs his jaw. Oh man, I'm starting to think this place is hazardous to my health.
Well, let's see how much 12 bludgeoning from me punching him.
JR, you're up.
I will go in and I will use my detect magic and try and look around, see if there's a gap by one of the doors where there doesn't seem to be any magic, because I know this room is heavily filled with magical items.
Roll Arcana.
6.
It's the second 6 you've rolled.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems the zone of anti-magic has passed. It's no longer in this room, so you don't find a void that it has left.
Okay, I'm just going to keep that activated for a while.
Finian.
I enter the cavern and I'm casting a gust of wind, and I can blow essentially a cone 60 feet out in front of me that's about 10 feet wide. So at least I can create a passway for all of us to travel through, where you can see and not have to breathe in that
Perfect.
smoke.
So you guys will not take saves through the 10-minute first round.
Nice.
Oh, nice. And I can probably now see the edge of the cavern. I'm going to walk up to it. Are there any exits, doors, or paths?
There are 4 exits to this room.
All right, I'm going to touch base with everyone first. I'll first check with Tana. I assume she's still not there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll touch base with Mo.
Oh, yeah, now it works.
How's it going? Yeah.
Listen, I'm just going to beat the shit out of everyone until they tell me where Mardani is.
That's a surprisingly good idea. Don't go for the jaw, though. They won't be able to talk. Start with the gut. And I'm going to cast animate objects. So you guys know that scene from Prometheus where they send all the little drones out and they all go seeking through all the little tunnels and things? I'm going to form a whole bunch of little purple fireflies from the caverns.
Oh,
that we used to have.
fireflies.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
We can see them too. And I'm going to order seek Tana, and they're just going to go fly off in random directions. I hope most of them go down the caverns.
They just go up.
Can you not direct their flight?
Not to that level. I can give them simple commands.
Roll investigation for me.
Well, I'm pretty dang proficient at this. I got a 24.
Wow. You find, I mean, this volcano isn't well planned out. You knew that. There are caverns and tunnels built at random as needed. It makes it challenging to navigate, to say the least. Not to mention dangerous, of course. This place is not OSHA compliant. But you, using your little insect scouts, you suspect you know the direction, at least, that she was taken.
I'll touch base with everyone again. I think I know vaguely where she went.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we're in the second round.
Okay, so Heen reached out and told us which path to go down, right? Yeah, I guess I'm just going to throw whatever tiefling I had back to the ground, and then I'm just going to turn and go right for that cavern, go right for that tunnel. I'm going to need to roll to stay calm because I think my movement is just absolutely ridiculous compared to everyone else. So I'm going to have to convince myself to not just go.
Oh, okay.
So I get, what do you think? Charisma? Or
Yeah,
like discipline?
or wisdom.
Wisdom? Just a straight wisdom, you think?
Well, the next straight wisdom roll is a 13 from Linda.
Okay. I'm going to put that ball in your court, Mr. DM.
What's your modifier to that?
3, so it'd be a 16.
That's pretty good. I think you feel a lot of guilt about what has happened, but you also know that if you are too hasty,
it's just going to get worse.
It'll get worse.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to get into the tunnel obviously before everyone else, and I guess I'm just going to take a quick look down the tunnel. What's it look like?
It's a long cavern tunnel that they dug into Mount Orim itself that goes slightly downward.
Okay, nobody's in here.
There are a couple tiefling making out on the left, but they don't know you're here. They don't see you.
Okay, I don't want to ruin their night. Okay, let's go.
Okay. JR.
I'm going to be looking at the ground. Madani was stabbed, they told me. So I'm going to see if I can see a drops of blood, a blood trail.
Roll survival.
Okay. I got a 17.
That is the DC. So you managed to follow this blood trail. It looks like it leads to one of the lower floors towards the center of Mount Orim. So that is your second success in finding where Tana is. You'll need one more.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Okay, so help me orient again. Like we're now pursuing down one of the pathways.
Yes.
Okay. That Mo found, right?
Yes.
We're like in a tunnel, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to assist JR with his tracking of the hopefully or blood droplets from Ardani's injury because I have a very high survival. So I'm going to roll for that.
Good, because my survival's trash.
Yeah, I got a 20 not nat on that. So I'm following little droplets of blood from Ardani's injury.
That is the third success in figuring out where Mardani took Tana. So you have a pretty good idea as you're running through the tunnels of Mount Orim where she is. Now the only thing left for you guys to do is get there, not get lost, right? And survive.
So as we're traveling as a group, I haven't done this a whole lot, but I'm going to use my projections to create a map in front of me. So my fireflies died a long time ago. They only last a minute. But I have a vague mental image of caverns, and I'm pretty good navigating them. I grew up in them. And so I'm going to be live updating this map, resculpting it as we walk through or as we get better information. The idea being that hopefully we won't be backtracking, we won't be getting lost, and if we do find ourselves back where we've started, that we'll have some vague idea of how to get back to where we need to be.
Ooh, that's cool. Make a history check for me.
Wow. So with the Ascension, I now have a plus 13 to history. Because my mind was kind of awoken to the events of the past and the current. I got a 30.
Wow. Okay. I will give you 2 successes towards navigation for that.
Oh, dang.
So with Heen's map, actually finding where they are will be a lot easier, not getting lost. Mo.
Yeah, I am on just a war path right now. I'm just going through this tunnel. I'm probably still ahead of everyone, but just, trying to slow my speed down. And as I'm walking down these tunnels, a male tiefling steps out of the shadows with an overcoat on, and he opens it up to show me a bunch of magic items he can sell me. And I'm assuming he's able to charm me.
Oh, yeah.
He tries, but it does not work because I am immune to charm.
Ooh.
So I'm going to walk by him and push him back into the shadows, and for once in my life, not buy magic items.
Hey!
Quote unquote magic items, right?
While you are immune to the magic of his charm, he is very naturally charming, and the magic items that he's proposing are pretty shiny. I need you to make an insight check.
Oh, I'm actually decent at insight.
You would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah. All right, here we go. I get a +7 to this. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Did you roll a nat 1?
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I guess Mo is just a child at heart. I rolled an 11.
So while he's doing this, we probably catch up to him, right?
You do, and you overhear the tiefling telling Mo that this item will help him find Tana. And so Mo has been completely enraptured by this spiel. So, Mo, do you have any gold on you?
I have 5,000 gold.
God damn it. As consequence of your failure, you spend 1,000 gold on an amulet of Locate Tana. JR.
My obstacle will be walking up, seeing Mo spend gold.
I'm so upset.
Try not to yell at it.
Make a charisma check. How well do you keep your cool?
A nat 1.
I guess we have to role play this then.
Yes, you do.
Mo, did you just spend gold?
Yes, it's an amulet of locate Tana. Okay, let's just use this and let's keep going.
Well, gold is very valuable.
It's normally
and you go and
5,000
waste
gold, and he gave it to me
Oh
for
my god,
1,000.
you got hoodwinked.
What?
You got. Oh, I used to pull scams all the time. You're so stupid. Well, this is why we can't have you ever be alone. You're just a disappointment to this whole entire family. And I'll just be saying disappointment to family. I kind of stop and think that I just repeated the exact thing that my father used to say all the time.
I need both of you as consequence to take 10 emotional damage from this interaction.
Yeah.
Or psychic damage for
No,
the rules
it's
lawyers
emotional.
out there. Finian.
Walking up to this confrontation, I say,
Oh, Mo, not again. Did you buy another magic item?
You know what? Just screw me for actually wanting to help.
Well, no, I really appreciate and I love your sincerity that you want to help, but maybe next time you should ask one of us for advice before you spend money on what might very well be a dubious and unuseful.
You're right, because if I asked you guys for advice, my hands would be just as dirty in this situation.
Well, we've been traveling together for 6 months. You should be able to do stuff on your own by now.
Oh,
JR, take it easy on him.
Oh, you're the one who attacked me.
You deserved it.
Oh, did I? Trying to shake someone's hand? Oh, that's so bad. 6 months we were traveling together and you don't trust me to try and talk my way out?
the tiefling in the overcoat awkwardly shuffles away from this.
We can settle this another time. I have something else to do.
Can we settle this in another time?
Yes, it's
I just
fine.
feel
We
like
just need to keep going.
We're just
going
to keep boiling over unless we say what we need to say, okay? Do you guys think I'm stupid? That's fucking fine, okay? I'm not the one that dropped the ball in this goddamn situation. I'm not the one that said we should leave the 7. Why the hell did we do this? Look what we're doing.
Mo, you're not stupid. You're just naive and a little gullible. But you're definitely a smart person. That's clear. You can solve puzzles and you've figured things out that the rest of us couldn't. But sometimes we think perhaps that with that level of naivete, you should be asking us for advice, those of us who've had wisdom in these matters.
Finian, I need you to make a persuasion roll for me.
oh, I'm so good at those. I rolled a 15, which is surprising because my charisma is really bad.
Well, the DC for all of these are 17.
Oh my god, we're just melting
So
down.
you are just, the morale is low. The 3 of you here, as a consequence, have disadvantage on your next roll.
Okay. Oh. Isn't it kind of poetic we're in a volcano having this meltdown?
I love it. It's great.
Funny, you're asking him to be naive when you just cast spells willy-nilly.
Well, they're usually the right spells, and I've gotten better about that.
Oh, yeah? And I'll point to the scar on my neck. That's the last time you just
I
started
know.
doing things without
Oh, look
thinking.
at JR talking like he's big when he stabs me through the chest.
You hit me. I've been attacked by everyone here.
Is it, do you
Maybe if you made better choices and we're right in the
Better
middle
choices.
of danger when the rest of us have to act.
I'll come in at this point, looking at my map. There's some form of order to all this chaos. It's very What are we taking a break now? Why are we standing around?
Yeah, we're
arguing.
taking a break.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. Good
Yep.
thinking, Heen. I'm the stupid one.
God.
Okay, I guess we could take a break, but the map shows that there's a chasm up ahead, and I was figuring Mo could take this rope I found and give us a bridge.
You can't do that. I'm trying to stay mad, and then you make me laugh.
Maybe that's good. Maybe he de-escalates the situation by being himself. I like that.
It's far too long for me to just make a simple bridge. I need you to tie this off.
So you're not doing anything, but you're helping Mo. So Mo, on
Yeah.
your turn, if you are calm enough to, you can take the rope and try and form this bridge. His advantage will cancel out your disadvantage.
So I'm going to do this with disadvantage. I'm going to see if I can stay calm. And that's clearly the correct answer. But okay, what were you using for composure? Just wisdom?
Yep.
I got a 12 and a 16. But I mean, like I'm I'm pretty heated now. So, well, with a 12, especially after that last bit, I mean, I'm gonna grab the rope from him and just turn, and I'm just gonna take off full speed down the tunnel that we're in, and I'm gonna use the amulet of locate Tana.
You find that this amulet is the amulet of locate amulet. It tells you where it is while you're holding it. So you've found the amulet.
So if I give it to Tana, we can find her. Is that?
Yeah, but the range is touch.
Damn it! Is there a warranty on this?
No.
Fuck.
Is Mo starting to realize that the rest of us are right about his naivete and gullibility?
Maybe when he reflects on this moment,
but not now.
Yeah,
this isn't the moment.
So yeah, I guess I'm just taking full speed off, and then I'm just gonna leap across this chasm, and I'm gonna drop the amulet down it.
Okay.
Because I'm just mad.
Make acrobatics.
Okay. And it's just straight because he negated my
Yes.
disadvantage. Okay. How does a 5 do?
Oh no.
This cavern, this chasm is a lot wider than you thought it was when you initially leapt, and you were too distracted with your anger to realize it. And you fall down this sheer drop, 60 feet.
Fuck.
Luckily, I'm a monk. I don't think Mo realized that he's a monk, but I did. So I do have slow fall. So I am going to use my reaction as I'm falling. I'm going to reduce the damage I take by... We're level 12, so I'm going to reduce this damage by 60.
By 60?
5 times your monk level.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You take 0 damage as you land gently at the bottom of the chasm, JR.
I'm just gonna fly across this cavern and then wait for those two.
You don't even acknowledge that I fell. He just sees the rope go straight down and flies over.
Oh, Mo said he can handle it himself. So
That's fair.
I'm kind of done.
I need you to avoid the stalactites that pepper the ceiling, so make acrobatics for me.
21.
Nice, okay. You navigate this no problem. Finian.
Well, I'm on the other side of the chasm, not trying to leap across or otherwise injure myself in the process. I'm sure I can get across if I change forms. But I'm going to talk to Heen for a moment and actually regain my composure, because that was a really weird and awkward situation.
Heen, on your map, how confident are you that we can navigate our way to where we might find Tana?
I have a pretty good understanding of what you... Mo just went over the chasm! Mo, are you okay?
I've been oblivious. I saw him run off, but I didn't actually see the rope go down. And then he says this, I'm like,
I'll tug at the rope gently, and
I guess we should
slack.
I guess we should try to help him up.
I'll pull it back rudely. I mean, you might get a little bit of rope burn from how hard I pull it.
Do we have to go across the chasm to get where we think we need to go, or is where he went the way we need to go?
Yes, we're relatively close, and I'll add a little red indicator dot on the map. I think she's somewhere around here.
I'm going to take out my jar of wasps while Heen's trying to figure out how to get you out of the hole, because I'm probably not going to help.
I could help you with that.
I mean, I can get out, but I don't know if you guys know I can. So
I take out my jar of wasps, and there are many special mega wasps that I turn into giant things. But I speak with animals with them, and I ask them to follow the route on the map that Heen thinks is appropriate. And I tell them, go as far as you think you can go until you run into some form of danger, or if you see the red one. So I do. So all of this just sounds like me doing this.
The 3 giant wasps emerge from the glass jar, and 2 of them fly down. They follow the instructions, but the last one hesitates. It waits for a bit, and it turns back to you. Hey, you guys all right? Seems real tense.
Well, we've had a bit of a breakdown in communication, and it's causing some tension between our group.
Yeah, I see that. You lost your queen bee, and now everything's falling apart, huh?
That's what it seems like to me.
Huh. All right.
wow.
All right. Well, we'll do what we can, and he'll salute with his little arm.
I appreciate you, and I enjoy feeding you and taking care of you.
Freaking weirdo, he says as he flies away.
So you hear
Make a nature check for me. I guess I should have started, or animal handling.
18.
Perfect. Heen.
I'm going to run over to the edge of the cliff now that I know Mo's still alive. Are you okay down there?
Yep, just got to run up.
run up?
Yep, I can do things by myself, Heen. You don't need the helicopter. What's a helicopter? You don't need a helicopter, parent.
What's a helicopter? Okay, I trust you. Okay. I'll make a platform and I'll drag Finian along with me, and we'll progressively move the platform as we need across the chasm.
Make a psionics check.
21.
Easy peasy. Mo.
I'm just gonna take off full speed up the cliff. I can move 150. I don't know how tall this cavern I fell in is.
You run up to the top. You find JR, Finian, and Heen already there.
What are you guys waiting for? Let's go.
I thought we were taking a break.
No, that was not a break. We just had a bit of a breakdown. And I sent those wasps ahead to scout while we figured our stuff out here.
Yeah, breakdown, whatever. Do you want to sit here and talk about it again, or can we just go? Okay.
I just was hoping these wasps, they can move faster than the rest of us and could maybe fan out and try to find...
One will return and tell you which pathway to take.
Yeah, so I'll just... I don't know, I feel so bad because I'm being mean, but I'm gonna look at Finny and be like, thank you, very overly dramatic, and then I'm just gonna... I'm done now, so I'm just going full speed.
I'm gonna laugh.
Finian sticks out his middle antler at you.
What do you mean middle antler?
Are you having a...
Where has that been this whole time?
Is this one of the
really
high
wanna know?
altitude erections that Joe's talking about? Mo, as you're running down this hallway, you're finding it gets not only hotter, but darker. Very, very dark.
Okay. Does my newly created dark vision work in this dark?
Roll perception.
All right, let's do some perception. Okay, there we go. Back to high rolls, baby. 22.
Yeah, your eyes are adapting even to this darkness.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm going down this tunnel now, and since I can still see, I'm not slowing down until I probably hit... I mean, these caves are probably getting pretty thin, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very inconsistent.
I guess... What would be the appropriate role if I'm trying to, the term is spelunk, right? Cave dive, I guess.
Go through a tight little area.
Yeah.
Acrobatics, I think.
Okay, let's see if I have ever spelunked before. Oh yeah, I've spelunked before. That was a 21.
Nice. Okay, you squeeze through and you keep running.
I've seen how Heen moves in caves, and I mimic it.
He moves like they do.
Ribbit. JR.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna really look at anybody and just keep walking. Trying to move through these caves.
Going to stop us.
So, as we're walking, the ground's going to give way, and there'll be a volcanic lava pit underneath.
Yeah,
However,
you're getting deep enough.
The night before, I had a dream about this, so I'm going to stop it, and whatever save this is will be an 18.
Oh, perfect. It would be a deck save, but you succeed.
As I, stop everyone and tell them right as the ground gives away.
Almost, magically, he did foresee the future and stops you all from falling to your deaths. Magma now is becoming a bigger problem, and you can barely see it in the dark. You just mostly feel its heat. Finian.
The other wasps returned to me. I put them safely back in their little jar, and the one who found the way comes back and tells me that we need to continue down this path that we're on. So the air is starting to get more vaporous here with the magma. It's hotter. It's getting harder to breathe. So I guess I'm going to cast the Gust of Wind again to create a passway, a safe breathing space for the three of us who can't tolerate that as well as Mo.
Roll a wisdom nature check.
I rolled a 19.
That is high enough. Thank God. Yeah, it didn't bother Mo as much, but the rest of you were starting to choke on the fumes. You're getting close, Heen. You know it. And it's your turn.
I see Mo's run off ahead, and I know I can see that we're getting pretty close, but something's telling me from, I guess, maybe that Gith geologist's memory who gave me the 30 earlier, that this is where caves get really complicated. So I'm going to reach out to him, and I'm going to project into your mind the map. This is a map of where we are currently. Yes, you've seen it. Know that it's going to be complicated up ahead, and whatever whatever ill-cooked catfish there is between us, we need to set it aside for now, I think, and be ready for Tana's sake. We need to be focused. We need to work together. We didn't do that just earlier. It's time to do it now.
Okay, that final sentence. I'll kind of pause on it, and I'll take a moment and take a nice, big, relaxing breath of this sulfur air.
It's clearer now because I've been blowing out the nasty. But yeah.
And I mean, if it's getting complicated, and I'm trying to calm down here, I'm gonna try and wait for the group. So, I guess I'm gonna take one final roll here to see if I can just mellow out for 1 second.
Just take advantage on that, huh?
Do this with advantage from Heen's pep
Okay,
talk.
good, because I cleared. I rolled a 3.
Jesus, Mo.
Come on, Mo.
I'm spicy
got this,
right
buddy.
now. Okay, I got a 6.
Mo, it occurs to me, or Nolan, I'm not talking to Mo. Nolan, it occurs to
He's
me.
mad.
It occurs to me that this could be considered a wisdom save
Yeah,
against
that's fair.
yourself, essentially. With that interpretation, your next failed wisdom save is a 17 from Pete.
Oh, Pete, you just saved Mo's life. I'm pretty sure.
You just saved the group, I think, there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm realizing that I do have. Maybe they are right. I do have some faults, and I am just gonna make things worse because I could go the wrong way or whatever. I will take a moment and again just take one final deep breath, and I will wait for the group to catch up so we can do this together.
Okay.
Whatever happens next, but we got to do this together.
Well, these rounds are 10 minutes, so the rest of you catch up. It's a good thing you're slowing down for the group because the magma field you're looking at is complicated, like Heen said, but incredibly dangerous. It'd be very easy to slip and straight up die here.
Oh,
This is the last obstacle. It's something you'll all have to overcome.
okay.
JR, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use the charges on my sword to make a storm over the lava.
Inside the volcano?
Yeah.
That's where storms form.
That's normal, right?
Yeah, you know what? You got me there. Okay. You summon a storm, complete with storm clouds and rain and lightning. I'm not sure what you're planning with the storm, but roll Arcana, roll Charisma Arcana for me.
18.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
You summon a storm.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll, at least cool us down a little bit.
True.
Right. Fair enough.
Hopefully cool the lava.
Finian.
All right. Seeing what JR is doing, I say,
I'm going to try to control that water and maybe direct some of that rain onto smaller parts of the lava to try to cool it enough that we can do something to try to get across.
Oh, what a cool idea. God, what the hell is that roll?
I'm pretty sure he just needs a bucket of water and he pours it on the lava cube spaces, and then it makes obsidian.
I'm not creating water. I'm just controlling it. But that's weird because it's rain. So I'm trying something I haven't done
Maybe
before.
a concentration? Because you're concentrating on
Ooh, I
controlling
like
the
that.
water.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a cool. Finian, roll a concentration check for me.
What does that use?
Constitution.
I rolled a 10, but I'm going to use inspiration to see if I
Okay.
can improve on that.
Okay, good.
With inspiration, I roll a 20.
Nice. A natty or?
No, that's
Okay.
20 modified. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, you're directing the rainstorm and forming a fragile-looking path.
I am very focused on this. Like, y'all are going to have to just kind of like move me around because this is really hard to do.
Oh, I meant you each have to overcome the obstacle, not all together, but I like this. This is cool. Heen.
So as I see Finian about to step out onto the path, no, stop! And I'll grab him and stop him from it.
I barely managed to hold my concentration and you grabbed me, but I'm still doing it.
You're going to just fall straight into the lava. You've cooled maybe half an inch of it. It's going to break.
Okay.
I've got it. I'll make a mine cart. So we used to mine a lot as Gith because we're very proficient at it. I'll make a mine cart. Everyone, get in, and we're going to try and take the mine cart across the cooling lava.
Does the mine cart? It's basically like anti-gravity, though, right?
It'll
So it's
be
not just going to
anti-gravity,
sink.
so it's going to float. So we're not going to crash, but we still are definitely going to need your cooling that you guys have been making because my constructs can only take 17 health, and for our listeners, it is 60-10 for lava.
it's hot. And while you're not touching the lava, the heat that's rising off of it is still hitting your cart. So I need you to make a survival check. How well can you keep this together? But your next wisdom check is a 13 from Zach.
No, that puts me at 14.
So you manage to keep the cart together. However, you will all be taking fire damage as you make your way across. Mo, it's your turn.
Okay, so I see what the plan is for once. It actually makes sense, but it looks like Keen's already having trouble keeping this thing together. So how's he gonna move it? You know what? I'm so heated right now. Okay, as you guys climb into the cart, I'm just gonna get right behind it, and I'm gonna look to Heen. Okay, man, just focus on keeping this cart together. Okay,
Got it.
all right. Oh shit, here we go. And I'm just gonna push the cart. I'm just gonna push it on the path. I know this is gonna suck, but I'm doing it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I need you to make a constitution save as the soles of your feet touch the semi-cooled path.
Yeah.
wearing
He's a
shoes.
big guy who doesn't have shoes. Hey, at least it won't the shoes won't melt into my
Right.
foot. So.
Hey,
And
burn.
you're a monk, so you'll be light enough to actually not break through the lava and die.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
Boy.
Here we go. Con save. I got an 11.
We're rolling great today, guys.
Mo, your next missed save is a 19 from Vic.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Vic.
Thank you, Vic. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so I need all of you now to make con saves against the heat, as promised. Taking either 20 fire or half if you succeeded.
Okay, I'm taking 10.
What's
I
the
rolled a
DC
19.
on that?
17.
Oh, yeah, I take 20 fire damage.
I only take 10. Oof.
My temp HP.
But you successfully get across the magma field, all working together. That's kind of cool. And you are very, very close, just 20 feet away from where a tunnel leads into where you think Mardani is with Tana.
Oh, that worked pretty well. Well
I
done,
look
everyone.
pretty bad, actually, for Finian. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
Just hold on real quick. Have you done that yet this campaign?
No.
Oh,
And as a
he's
4th level
using
spell.
a healing spell on himself.
I'll slam my last 2 minors while I'm at it.
I'm gonna be sitting on the ground looking at my feet thinking, you know, maybe they didn't burn because I never wear shoes, so my feet are so calloused. Maybe I am a genius.
Okay, 28 points.
After everyone's like kind of patched up and standing up and we're ready to go, I'm just gonna clear my throat. All right, listen, guys. I'm very mad at everyone here right now, but if that wasn't proof that what we just did, if we just work together right now and get Tana back, let's just do that first, and then we can fucking solve everything.
It's a good point, Mo. I do think we owe it to Tana to work together and at least try to come out of this in one piece.
We owe it to each other as well. We have been a good family and have had strife and continue to have it, but that is what a good family has.
And we need to be able to admit that we might be wrong. What are we doing? We had a clear plan to restore everything, and we picked our own path. I don't know if this is the right path. We'll talk about that after.
I only have one response to that. We chose a path. No path is without its challenges and obstacles. I think we've made it clear to ourselves that we can overcome just about any obstacle.
But you're right, there is a much bigger discussion that must be had after Tana is saved.
All right. I hate to be this guy. I'm going to put my hand in the middle of the circle.
I'll put my grievances aside for now.
I follow.
Excellent. Then let us kill a devil.
I want you all to take inspiration. Oh my god.
yeah.
You guys are hurting my feelings with your role playing tonight. I have a list of your failures and how long it took for you to get here, so I will take all of that in consideration for what is about to happen. But you emerge from the cave into the cavernous center of Mount Orim. There are platforms of igneous rock and obsidian jutting out at odd angles from the magma below. It's the perfect arena for a boss battle. In the center of this, on the largest platform, stands the obsidian monument of the fire giants. You've arrived, but are you too late? Find out next time on Of Dice and Friends. Because you guys have some beef.
Oh, yeah.
JR, you got some beef that you've been carrying with you for a long time. Thank you all for listening to our podcast, and a special thanks to our greater deities, Ricky, Linda, and the Diligent Protector, our deities, Zach, Vic, Alleycat, Malpomene, Jason, Holly Mack, Pete M, Indy, and Ride Andre. Our Celestials, Ironjaw, Little Lib, Nick, David Green, Virgil McClurkin, and Chris Kremkow. Our heroes, Dave H., Chris Matowski, and Catgirl, and all of our adventurers. If you want to affect this story like they do, come roll with us on Patreon. And another thanks to SD Way Gaming for supplying our dice. See you next week.
See you guys.
See you, nerds.
See ya.
See ya.
Tana, you walk alongside your mother as you traverse the maze of Mount Orim's tunnels. It's quiet, definitely awkward. But finally, she breaks the silence with a heavy sigh. Seeing you again, it has been a long time since I've been so surprised. I'm glad you're back.
Really?
Yes, you were an insolent, stubborn, obnoxious child, but I still love you. I wish you hadn't robbed us of our time together.
I didn't know you felt that way. I'm sorry.
It's not often that you see your mother smile, but here, walking alone with her into the center of Mount Orim, she looks over you and smiles.
I can't help but let my guard down a little bit. I didn't think she missed me at all. I didn't think she'd be happy to see me. I didn't think she'd be acting like a mom.
Do you like the dress? It suits you better than the usual boring drab you wear.
What does the dress look like? What have you done?
She's put you in a dress I imagine Tana feels very uncomfortable in. The tiefling are not known for being modest.
Yeah, they walk around in like loincloths and tattered stuff.
You guys have seen a lot of nudity here.
Jeez. So I imagine I'm just like tugging at what little clothes I have on because I'm so used to wearing, my cloak and everything else that's covering my whole body. So, fun times.
She leads you down into a central chamber of the mountain, onto a small raised platform surrounded by bubbling magma. Eyes closed, she inhales the toxic, smoldering vapors deeply, as if smelling spring for the first time. Then she sighs again and turns to face you.
Mother, what is this place? What have you done to me? Can you at least help me understand? I just have this horrible memory and I just need to know why. I just need to know that it was for the good of things, please. I lost my brother.
You're strong, Tana. Strong enough to survive years of me stockpiling Elgoth's fire into you. Enough to shake the world to its very foundation. Caithar is in balance with the sun. Motionless, frozen. We're going to disrupt that balance. In doing so, Caithar will begin to spin indefinitely.
That's crazy. Who ever heard of a spinning planet?
Listen, we will free the sun from its place, and in doing so, there will be no more Vaitara, no more Noctara, no more Legal, no more will mortals be judged by a single trait, sorted into cubbies like toys. Free from judgment, free from a predestined afterlife. So yes, everything I put you through is for the greater good.
I'm just rubbing my forehead, trying to process everything she just said.
She sighs again, though this time when she looks at you, there's apparent pain in her eyes. No matter how much you've put me through, you will always be my daughter, Tana.
And you'll always be my mother, but I still don't understand what I have to do with any of this. Mom, why am I here? Why have you done this to me?
She grabs your shoulders tight as if she never wants to let go.
I will flinch because I'm so used to any physical contact being abusive with this woman.
I'm proud of the woman you've become, and I'm sorry for everything.
You are?
Tana, say goodbye to a world that never deserved you, to a life you never asked for nor needed. Now you're finally free. We all are. Tears pooling in her eyes,
Mom?
Mardani shoves you
Mom!
off the platform and into the magma. And that is where we'll continue next week.